Louisiana is now in its fifth surge of COVID-19 with the spread of the Omicron variant. And like many of you, we have so many questions. So let's get an update today with our next guest. Dr. Jeremy Wigginton is the medical director for Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Louisiana. And he is here to tell us why you should roll up your sleeves to protect yourself and others throughout 2022. Dr. Jeremy, thank you so much for doing this.
As usual, I'm glad to be here.
Yes, I have so many questions. As many New Orleanians know, Mardi Gras is coming soon. And I want to first start with the latest on the Omicron variant. In regards to this variant, what can you tell us?
Well, the Omicron variant is spreading very, very, very fast, much faster than the Delta variant was spreading. So we do know that it is a much more contagious variant. The positive news is that by now, more people have been vaccinated. Also the incidence of people needing hospitalization and even ICU treatment is in general much lower with the Omicron variant. So while many, many, many people are currently getting infected with the Omicron variant of COVID-19, which is the predominant variant in Louisiana and primarily across the United States, while there's still some Delta variant out there, primarily we're dealing with the Omicron variant. So some good news is that more people are vaccinated and it is causing less hospitalization. But unfortunately, we are dealing with that fifth surge currently.
And it is crazy how fast this variant is spreading. So many people, including myself, know someone who probably had it or has it currently. Can you please explain why we're in another surge? Because I really thought Delta was going to be the last surge.
Sure. Well, this variant, because it is a little less severe, there's so many people that have very few symptoms, or they're having no symptoms. And so people are now testing more routinely, and people are just finding out that they have COVID-19 a little more readily than they were in the past. Also, because some people are still not vaccinated, we're still allowing the virus a host to mutate. So the more people that we can get vaccinated, the more we can be aware that if we're sick, we need to stay home. We don't need to be going out to parties. Hopefully, we're going to continue to reduce the amount of time that we allow this virus to continue to mutate. But unfortunately, with the continued population that's unvaccinated and that we continue to go out when we're sick, we may still allow this virus to continue to mutate. So all of that we can do possible to prevent this virus from further mutating would be best.
And like I said at the top of the show, you really want to encourage people to roll up those sleeves and get their vaccination and their booster. Let's talk about who's eligible for this COVID-19 vaccine.
Right. Well, as of recently, boosters are recommended for anyone 12 or older. You can start the vaccine regimen if you're at least 5 years of age or older, but boosters are recommended for 12 or older. And so the timing for those boosters has been shortened a bit. So right now, if you've had the Pfizer or the Moderna vaccine, it's been reduced to 5 months or longer. You can get that booster. And if you've had a J&J at least 2 months ago, you need to go ahead and get a second shot. And again, by the time you see this, there could be updated things as well. So if you have any questions, definitely contact your regular provider.
It really is changing every single day. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Louisiana is really putting in some great opportunities for people to go and get this booster or just your first vaccination. Tell me about the number to call and this cool thing you all are doing with bikes.
Sure, of course. Well, Blue Bikes are back in New Orleans, which is great. So right now we have extended a promotion which allows us to offer free Blue Bike rides for you to go get your vaccine. And so we should have some information for you to check out on that website. There's a code that you can put in as a promotion. You can get a free ride to go get your vaccine and a free ride back home. And if you have any questions about the vaccine itself or the booster, general questions about access or transportation, we do have a number available that you can call, but we can bring that up on the screen. Call that toll-free number, the 855 number there that you see, and you can get your questions answered about the vaccine, where to get a vaccine, what's nearest by, and also, again, check out those Blue Bikes if you need transportation. Great way to get exercise and ride outdoors, not in a closed space. So great opportunity there.
So true. You know, for some people, they have gotten boosted, they've got fully vaccinated, and they're still testing positive for COVID. And on the other hand, there are still families with children who are too young to be vaccinated. What advice can you offer them on how to stay safe and not catch this Omicron?
Right. Well, if you've got kids that cannot get vaccinated, can't get boosted, make sure you're doing everything you can to prevent giving it to them, making sure they're staying safe. So you get your vaccine, you get your booster if you're eligible, staying, keeping surfaces clean with at least 60% alcohol and those hand sanitizers. If you're sick, stay away from people. If you don't feel well, don't get near people. Getting your annual flu shot, make sure they don't get other illnesses. And yes, while you can, if you get the vaccine and the booster, it's just like the flu shot. If you get vaccinated, it is still possible for the virus to enter your body. You could still test positive. You may even still have symptoms. But the goal of vaccination is to prevent excessive spread and to prevent severe illness. So getting the vaccine and the booster helps to reduce severe illness, and it helps to prevent hospitalization and also helps to prevent the number of people that can spread the virus. So again, getting boosted and getting the vaccine started, if you haven't already, is still the best way to tackle this virus. And staying home when you're sick, wearing your face mask if you're in public is still a great idea. Even though that it's not mandated, we still recommend that you still wear those, like if you're going to the grocery store, and even on public transportation, it's still mandated there usually. But again, just do it anyway. It's a good idea.
Some great information this morning. Dr. Jeremy, thank you so much for joining us. And hey, for the latest information on COVID-19, you can log on to bcbsla.com/COVID-19. You can also follow Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Louisiana on social media at BCBSLA. We'll be right back.